Oh, it's live. We're live.
There it goes.
All right, what up? We're here.
What's up, guys?
We're radicalized. We're angry. Jarek, fucking angry. I come off like a racist. I'm sick and tired of all this black victimization shit that they've been oppressed their entire lives. We're holding them down. They need to unite. Fucking garbage is pissing me off. They're radicalizing people faster than they realize just by doing that stupid shit.
Well, who did you send that video to me about the dude? The black guy was trying to get a homeless man to clean his tires for like $5 and he refused to do it.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was great. He said, "I will offer you $5 to clean my rims." He gave him a towel and the spray, and the guy said, "No, that's below me," and then drove off on his bike.
Because he's just gonna make $5 as soon as 5 cars drive past. Some people give him fucking a couple bucks each time.
Yeah, but he won't do it. It was degrading to him.
Jeez. This shit's ridiculous, man. This what is it, entitlement? Yeah, maybe it's the sense of entitlement that it's like fucking, I guess you are inherently something. I guess that's the move. Like, the people think that the Constitution is supposed to give you a guaranteed right of everything. Like, you're supposed to spend your entire life happy, not the pursuit of happiness. I don't think people fucking get it. It's weird.
Well, it's the way they were taught. I read an article that said that the majority of Americans support the NFL's new policy, though.
Yeah.
I got into it. I was going to send it to you guys. My old friend Chris, Black Chris, me and his mom got into it a little bit, and I had to just drop it because I didn't want to take it any further because they feel like it's a attack on their freedom of speech. And then I brought in the Department of Defense is paying the teams or the league billions of dollars for them to do this.
Yeah, it's like 60 million. It's still a lot, but like when that's an advertiser. That's like what YouTube's going through, cutting people's advertising left and right, and people don't like. You can't do this at any other job. They're employees first. Like, they're an employee first. I don't get it.
They don't want to think that way. They think it's just oppressing them. Let me read you the response. I got to find it in here because I had to stop because I was getting like frustrated.
I like the rule. If teams don't want to fine their players and they'll pay the fine, that's cool.
Then it's their choice.
Exactly. That's freedom of speech. Paying a fine when your employer says if you like Jake Plummer did. Jake used to
Oh, there goes your internet again. Oh, God. California is terrible.
Well, you and I can talk, Andy.
Let me read this to you since he just decided to be blank. So they brought it up, and my friend Chris just says the real problem he has is that it resolves nothing in regards to the protests. You have Goodell and some owners saying they have positive feedback and unanimously decided on the policy but did not include the NFLPA and at all in their discussion. Even if players stay in the locker room, it will be known that they are protesting, and then the story will be about how many players didn't show up, which I think is okay because then you're still protesting. They know you're protesting. He admitted it himself, but they feel that these protests are now being brought in because Trump said that he supported this, but they're rounding it out saying that he said it was his decision to talk to Goodell, and I don't see it that way. I think that they're employees and the NFL is being paid by a state entity and that they should have to stand. If they don't want to, they can stay in a locker room. Like, I don't see why that's anyone else's problems except the players. They aren't going to quit playing football to do anything. They're not going to stand up and quit. I can't jump onto a desk at work and take my pants off and just run around naked in a hospital.
Well, you can't even put anything up in your cubicle that would be
offensive,
offensive to somebody else. So for them to say that you have free speech at a private enterprise is bullshit.
Just happened that guy got in trouble because a Walking Dead figurine that was a black person with a noose around its neck with no arms showing thing, and she said it was a figurine. It's a fucking those little collectors you get, those little Comic-Con.
Oh,
pops.
Yeah.
It was the Walking Dead pop, and it was a black. And that's what the girl said. She's like, "This is a public employee. How dare he have this on his desk?" It's like, dude, it's a TV show on AMC's pop. Like, how dare you infer it is racist, and then try to jeopardize the dude's job because it was a loan on. So like, she went out and blasted his name, blasted all that shit all over social media. And I don't know if the guy got fired.
But it's a professional environment. You can't do that stuff. I mean, you can't just run around and be retarded about those kinds of things.
I guess, but what if you didn't even see it? It was Michelle. It's a black character that has those
two zombies. It's her husband and friend.
Exactly. So it's not racist because if you're looking at it out of context, sure. It's not like I don't know. If he would have fucking maybe had a little burning cross next to it, maybe.
It's not racist, but as a professional, you're not supposed to have that stuff. That's one of the defining definitions of being a professional.
I'll give you that. Yeah, why you even have that at work? That's true. I just don't think it should cost you your job.
I mean, you've seen how much crap I have just in my little loft itself. I'm not bringing my Rick and Morty with Rick wearing his little things, flipping everyone off, saying, we come in peace.
True.
Peace among worlds. I can't wear that to work.
Yeah.
I could wear that at work at a shitty hospital.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, people forget that all the constitutional rights are the government can't compel or force. It has nothing to do with the private sector. Right. Nothing. And people have got to stop this because if they were like if you were working in the public sector, then you're right. Like when you guys were in school, nobody could compel you to say the Pledge of Allegiance because it was a public school. You can't be compelled to say the Pledge of Allegiance. But if I was at work and my employer made it part of my job, I'd have to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. And what's wrong with that? Like you choose the company. It's everyone forgets it's a contract. You're getting paid for work. Like everyone's I don't know what it is, man. Maybe they got too much
those anymore.
Well, people don't really know what they're so inclined to say what their rights are, but they don't understand responsibilities and they don't understand where the rights really begin and end.
Well, because we don't have IQ tested voting booths anymore.
So, and it's funny. I've got some veteran friends who they fall hard on the side of, hey, they should be able to kneel. I defended their right. And I go, I get what you're saying. You defended their right to kneel. However, their employer doesn't want it, so it's not a free speech issue.
It isn't. If they were saying you can't do it on your own time, if they're saying you shut your trap outside of anything, no Twitter, no nothing, then you're free speech. They're not. They're saying you're not allowed to do it during our games, during our anthem, which is being paid to perform it. And it's on national TV. You have no fucking right. It's your employer at this point.
If they are making them go outside and actually sit with the team, then I get it. But they're not. They're giving them the chance to stay in the locker room and test themselves. So you're still getting that opportunity.
Which is what Marshawn Lynch was already doing. He was already doing that for years and nobody was saying shit. He never came off of the anthem. He stayed in and, and that's what he was already doing. Why other people, and you can say it whatever it is, but once you start stirring the pot, if you're not indispensable, like let's say a Russell Wilson, right? If Russell Wilson's kneeling, okay, you're not going to fucking fire him. But Kaepernick, get the fuck out. Or Cam Newton. Like, there's a difference. There's an indispensable player, and then you're still an employee. People just need to get that situation. They're not getting it. This isn't a fascist police state. Well, I guess they want it to be. They call it Constitution. Oh, but no, you don't. You want to force things on people and say it's the Constitution.
Now, when Trump went overboard and said maybe you should leave the country if you don't want to do it, that's going a little far.
Because I'm not nationalistic. I don't think we should do the national anthem for domestic games. I don't really think we should be doing it every fucking high school game, every Pop Warner game, every fucking. I just don't get it. I don't like nationalism. But when it's your job, shut the fuck up.
I think what they're doing at Pop Warner is they want these kids to understand the reasoning. A lot of these coaches are guys that want them to understand why this is going to happen in high school, why this is going to happen at college and at the professional level. and trying to raise these kids semi-right. But
I get what you're saying. It's a group mindset. You know, just like every day before every game, we did that stupid prayer. You know, what's the one? Forgive my for trespasses, whatever. We did that before every goddamn game. I'm not even religious. It was just a football thing. You whatever it is, it's a group thing. Like it builds.
Your coach wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a bad thing. It just. So what else? What's pissing you guys off?
I read it. Well, Andy just fell. Oh, there he goes. I just read a really interesting article, a blog from Mia Farrow's son, who he rips his mom about the whole Woody Allen, Sun Ying, and the other one, the Dylan Farrow, where he says none of that happened, that his mom is a control freak nut job, and that Woody Allen never, ever molested Sun Ying when they were younger, and that actually he was never her father in any way, shape, or form. So there was never a father relationship there. And it's quite an interesting read. It's a long read, but if you guys are interested, Google it and bring up the blog. It just came out this week. A lot of my progressive friends are like freaked out by it because they've always been like on the Woody Allen, woo-hoo, we got to kick him out. And it turns out that he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
According to his
father,
his
there's
children.
a whole personal essay.
This fucking Morgan Freeman stuff too, man. Catching everyone. It's kind of messed up.
But did you read his? His was he was telling women on set that they were either pretty. There was one that I could see that went far that said that he wanted to be there when she got pregnant or something.
Yeah, like he said one girl looked right. I'm not saying the guy's not. He probably gets, most girls probably bang him after he says stupid shit like that.
And it's not like Bill Cosby. My mom, and when we were at breakfast, she had the same conversation where she said that they went to this in New York. There was this deli that was by the Cosby Show. And why did they pick the fat, ugly white kid as the white kid in the Cosby Show? And he said that he was just racist from the get-go and just didn't like anybody else. And she said she could see how that was the case, but she can't see like Morgan Freeman being that way.
No, that's what like black people are trying to say. Oh, why would he not rape all these black girls and all this stuff? It's like, well, because he didn't respect the white girls. He was doing it because he fucking thought they were less than, trying to prove something. And they're trying to make it like, oh, he would have raped these beautiful black women if he was really a rapist. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. In the Harvey Weinstein business, he finally came forward.
I mean, what's that going to amount to? Wish we had that
house arrest. I told you, house arrest too. There you go.
Weinstein and fucking is Charlie Sheen the instigator of them?
You just do house arrest too. How much will you do to get into this movie?
Oh, that's actually funny. How much they do to get into this movie?
Because I mean, I don't understand. I really don't. This is like a real legit essay, Ribs. This is not even. He wrote a full-on college essay about this.
Yeah.
Break it down for us. So basically, this guy's calling out his mom, saying she's a manipulator, and Woody Allen.
And Dylan, which is the youngest daughter, she said that she used to be up in the attic looking at the train while he would fondle her. And her brother said there was never a train in the attic. The attic isn't a place where kids would go play. It was like our attic. You know, it had bent nails. It wasn't like a nice. And he said, it's all a lie. He said, none of this happened. He said, our attic wasn't a place to play. And he said whenever Woody came over, because he really liked Woody, he never left him alone. He was like badgering him. He would sit there and he said Woody only came over. He didn't live there ever. He came over on Sundays, brought a few New York Times and coffee and bagels. And whoever wanted to join him for bagels and coffee and paper, they would go in the kitchen and read. And it was like that was his time with the kids. And there was never any of this other stuff. He says Dylan's lying. The older brother is saying that about his sister. He says it's all a lie. Mom put her up to it.
Why would they fabricate this shit? That's just.
And the relationship with their mother was fatally dysfunctional. The childhood home was dysfunctional. She had her own darknesses. She married Frank Sinatra when she was 21.
Yeah, she had a child with her best friend's husband.
Yeah,
Broke
what
up
they
their marriage.
moved into after they got divorced. There we go, right there.
God damn.
Yeah, and then she used to adopt.
Jesus.
She adopted some special needs kids, and she drug one down the stairs and threw him into a closet to discipline him.
Harry Potter was born.
Man.
Yeah. And he said, you know, our mom has some darkness to her.
Yeah, about overdosing on pills.
Yeah.
Is that another? The mother trying to Tam when they overdosed on pills.
Does she look like my future ex-wife, Andy?
There's no pictures. This is literally it. It looks like this could be 5 pages long.
It's a long essay.
What else?
Like a long blog.
Hold on, let's see if you can actually. It won't even zoom because it's too bright. I'm not even breaking maybe a fifth of how long this is on the scroll bar, just in the last few, just skimming it.
Speaking of Jared, do you think?
What?
Fix your internet.
Yeah, he's terrible. It's California.
I know. That's what they want the rest of us to have.
Yeah, I'm good. You can kiss my ass on that one. We're going to send this to your son because I think he should read this.
Yeah, man. Send it to Jarek and Zach. I think Zach would find it very interesting, too.
I'll put it in the group chat.
It's a big read, but it's informative.
Yeah, that's long. Like, there's no way you could just sum this up in even 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, his biggest argument is that him and Woody Allen and that Sun Ying have been together for 17 years. He said if he was ever forced on her, she's had multiple options to be able to get out of a marriage. She's 38 years old now, right?
Yeah.
And she has no reason. They have a great time together. And that Mia Farrow actually created that relationship because Sun Yi didn't socialize well, and she asked Woody Allen back in the turn of the century to take her to Knicks games and get her outside socializing. And that's where the romance took hold, because they were socializing, and it all of a sudden he had never had a father relationship with her.
Yeah.
So they didn't feel that it was an inappropriate thing.
Well, they shouldn't feel it was an inappropriate thing.
Yeah. So, but you just think of how many years he's taken grief for this, and Academy Awards that he weren't nominated for, because he's still a hell of a director.
Yeah, and all the stuff that he probably caught grief for because of it.
Yeah, yeah. Because they saw their narrative the way it was. And the boy even talks about how he was terrified of his mom for years. So that's why he never spoke up. And now he finally...
those types of accusations, what do you expect her to say about you?
Yeah. So, which, I mean, I get it. All the women who go on and say they've been harassed and assaulted, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but then there's these, and this is where due process. And I'm like, I don't believe in jumping down somebody's throat just because they were accused, because they have the right to be innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of that anymore either.
You know, and it's like, because you do get these nut jobs, like the woman that falsely accused that black guy of rape, and he spent 21 years in prison.
And then she came out and said it was wrong the whole time. Blew my mind.
Yeah.
That girl's not in jail for life.
Yeah.
Oh, just did it too.
Oh yeah, we like robot voices too.
Luckily, he had cam footage. They reviewed facing charges. She's getting a DUI. She basically operate. She did. She found out. Right. So is my internet better? I plugged in the goddamn cord, ran like a 50-foot cord from the internet.
It's gonna take a few minutes to catch up because you were on Wi-Fi, so you have to wait for it to catch up.
I don't even have to change it from Wi-Fi to connected. I'm not
on the bottom right-hand corner of your computer. There should be a thing that lets you click the Wi-Fi to make it connected.
This is a Mac, Andy. Mac.
Okay, top left corner.
Oh, it says connected. So I'm connected to Ethernet and I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So we're gold. We golden, Doc. Look at that. Look how this is fuck now. Let's see if you can see my smoke.
Nope. You do live in La Mesa, so.
Go home, Andy.
Same shit.
Hey, Riz,
Yeah.
can you taste that?
What the hell? You went away. What'd you say?
So can you taste that?
I tasted it.
No.
It's just everything. Is anything else angering you now? Red Fred, are the teachers' problems solved?
No, my neighbor, this is the best part. My neighbor, the little slow guy, comes out after I work Tuesday. I'm trying to get inside because I was tired. And he told me that he talked to his teacher friends at their little rally that they have. And he said, well, who's going to control the money after our conversation? And all the ladies were like, the school district. And I just started laughing and walked away. And I'm like, they didn't use the money right in the first place. They're asking the wrong questions again. And he's like, I just don't understand why you brought up some good points and they can't answer it. I'm like, because they don't control the money. The school district does. But I guess the teachers got 9%. My mom was telling me she got like 2% on hers and 9% for the teachers. Here we go, robot voice again. But if it's still not performance pay, then what are you going to do?
What is pay working in Arizona?
The podcast with Jarek and his dad.
What'd you say, Steph?
No, she's cleaning the baby's room with my mom. She's asking who I'm talking to.
How do what is the Arizona fee structure?
I can't hear you. Your computer sucks. And you probably have the basketball game on again.
No, I don't. We lost Ribs, too.
He said he's coming back in.
Damn, dude. What the hell's, why is this being gay?
This is.
Let me make sure you're not actually online because sometimes you're that slow.
Am I online, Andy?
Dog fart mandingo.
I'm not online.
All right. I'm
There
back.
you go.
Old man Ribs is back.
Yeah, it died. I wasn't paying attention to my battery level.
Oh, you. That's the thing with you, Ribs. You cannot have too much technology devices going at once. You can't have headphones in. You can't have to worry about a battery. What happens if
You're talking because your internet runs super slow because you have so much crap in that shitty house with shitty internet.
there's nothing even running? I'm not even. Did you just fart?
It's not like it's different. It's a count as a teacher, but you don't have to do.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the side voices coming from?
My mom and my wife.
Ah, okay.
They're messing with the baby's room.
Tell that the teachers shouldn't have gotten pay raises. They should have gotten pay deductions, and they should have only gotten raises if they actually were meritly deserved.
Well, now here they gave them the pay raise, but now you have to pay for health insurance, so you lose money.
Wait, so they took away their health insurance?
No, they said now you have to pay for it.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Last time they had free insurance, they had money going into their 401ks. They work 9 months a year. I'm like, the numbers just don't add up.
The numbers don't add up, Andy. Don't add up.
And I can't get a shekel unless I buy 400 of them.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You gotta buy in at least 100 denominations, Andy. But they got the new Trump shekel. We need the Trump shekels, man.
No, you're talking about the Trump shekel?
Yeah, but you have to buy $100
You have
worth.
to buy them in $100 increments. They won't take anything less.
They won't let me take just $25 at Bank of America. But I want my shekels. I want them coins. I want them Trump shekels. I want to go throw them at strippers. That's what I want to fucking tip strippers is Trump shekels.
Well,
Wanna make a
my
neck-
understanding, that's not even real money, right? That's temple money.
No, shekels.
for-
That's Israel's money.
Yeah, it's Israel's money is the shekel.
Oh, I thought it was only good at the temple. I didn't think it was real money.
No, shekels Israel's money. If you're going to Israel, I thought it was a fake current. I thought it was just a racist term for people calling Jewish money. Little did I know,
It's real.
it's real.
That's why Justin Roiland said it was the shekel.
It's funny.
Okay.
It's funny.
Okay.
I need them. I need 400 of them. $400 worth of them Trump shekels.
I would like to have one of them just for like how I have the Saddam Hussein playing cards.
It's so stupid. You can't just get one. You used to be able to buy $25 worth too. Now you got to buy it.
Is that stupid or is that smart?
Right? Where are they making their money? Because where the fuck are you going to spend them? Like I said, super cash right there. That's Vegas money right there. Getting everybody in Trump shekels.
Go into Trump Towers and make it rain with shekels.
What else is pissing you guys off?
I'm in a pretty good place as far as
working today.
Fuck you both, you pieces of shit. I'm gonna be angry then. What's pissing me off? Oh, illegal immigration's pissing me off still.
Oh, are we talking about government misplacing 1,700 kids?
Oh, geez, that's just fucking. At this point,
did they really misplace them? Come on.
I've been trying to get to the bottom of the news.
Well, here's my two things: is that those kids were never intended on staying, so they were probably between 14 and 17, and they split, and they're somewhere in the U.S.
They are.
B, terrorists, and they slipped in under the like they're doing in the UK and saying they're under 18 and they're actually 21 or 22, and those kids and now they're out on their own. Or what the worst would be, and that's that we're basically we're admitting that our fucking welfare system, our child welfare system, is like a sex trafficking ring. Because there's already been a dude caught with, he was an illegal Mexican, caught with like 14 girls. He was raping all of them. So yeah, I would say because you get paid to have foster kids. So it's an incentive to have more kids. It's like $300 per kid or some shit like that. So if you have 5-6 kids, that's a livable wage, and not everybody's a good person just because they are taking in these kids.
Well, then who's really running the office of the refugee resettlement? What the hell is that? That's a real thing. It's not, because they're saying Department of Health and Human Services disclosed, but then they're pushing it back on this Office of Refugee Resettlement that had 40,000 children last year and they only lost 1,500. What's a percent on that? If they're actually or if they just ran away.
So it was how many kids?
40,000 and 1,500. So
75-ish. They don't have the exact number. And they're saying that they know for sure an additional 28 ran away.
Yeah, these are radicalized kids, man. These are going to be MS-13. These are going to be fucking lone wolf Muslim. If they're coming into refugee resettlement, these are Salvador, and these are Syria, and these are fucking sub-Saharan Africa.
Venezuelan.
Well, Venezuela's new.
No, they're starting to push them out, though, because these young kids are starting to go against the communist sect, so they're starting to kick them out of the country.
That's what I'm saying. That's new, but I'm saying the ones that are already missing, those are not Venezuelan. Those are, oh, man. See, and I think it's somewhere in the middle. I bet you some are trafficked, some are fucking runaways and just going to go do this shit on their own, and some of them are fucking radicalized.
Yeah, it's like the lady who got shot by the border agent the other day. They keep talking about her getting shot, but they don't talk about the fact that the border agent was being rushed by all these people, and
all of them, with weapons.
Worried.
They had weapons, so yeah. And he fired off a round, and the chick got hit. You know what? You already broke the law. You don't deserve to be here. You don't get a Russian officer, even if what's your intent? We were just going to disarm him. Yeah, fucking right. And even if that was the case and you didn't end up killing him, that would be a rare instance. Rarity.
And even if they were just rushing him to disarm him, was he really trained for that situation? Wasn't he by himself?
They're not rushing him to disarm him, Andy. You think they're just going to be like, okay, now.
But think about it. Some of these border agents are the cops that fail.
Yeah, they are. Most of them, they're like the
military guys that don't want to become police officers, that want to just have that still military background, like Caruso.
Yep, and some of these dudes are double dipping. So yeah, they're already getting pensions from the military. Then they're getting pensions on this, and some are young kids that never got into the military and never got into the police force. And this is their chances. I mean, like, there's a reason why the military has a minimum ASVAB score and the police have a maximum score, and then they won't even let you go out for it.
Yeah, you can't. It just doesn't fly with them.
Because exactly, they don't want the best and the brightest in the cops. They become detectives. There's a beat cop is not there to be this
career. It's the McDonald's of policing. And he froze. It's fantastic every time. So, what do you think about the North Korea pullout, and then South Korea sneaks in behind?
Oh, you mean the whole thing yesterday when Trump didn't meet with them?
Yeah, he's pulled out, and then South Korea went and had a little meeting with the North Koreans again.
I think it's fine that the South and the North are meeting. I think that what's happened is that Trump is such a what do we call it? Jarek and I called it the salty sailor, and I think that it keeps those two talking. And they're the two that it's at war. We're not at war.
We're not at war.
If they are able to solve this war, that's cool on them.
We talked about the day before North Korea threatened to pull out because of our war game summits there. So Trump just nixed it.
No, South Korea was doing military drills by the border, which is their main capital.
And North Korea threatened to pull out, and Trump just jumped right in and just fucking pulled it. Now, and like not about.
Oh, it's like watching children trying to paint.
We should change the name of this from Three Kings to Fucked Up Internet in California.
With
you should send this to Comcast and show that there's 3 different states in here. Which one has the shittier internet?
I don't need to be shit, and I change the bands on I'm on and fucking do it.
I told you to call Daryl. You refused to.
Yeah, what am I going to do? You're going to want to backdoor my Mac and then fucking...
And then he fixes it? Yeah, he would. Daryl's backdoor into every single one of my computers to protect everything. Yeah, when Drama messed up all of the internet because he listened to the Cox people tell him to hit the reset button on the router, so everything got wiped out. I texted Daryl, he got into the computer, flipped it back, and then fixed it. That's what he does.
I know.
You really think he's going to mess with you that bad? The screaming eagle? Come on.
No. I just am lazy, I guess. I just need to fucking do it. Cause
you are lazy. I'm your father. Of course I can attest to that. You're lazy as shit.
Yeah, no shit. I work my ass off just to be lazy.
Affluenza. Remember, affluenza. You are too rich and too privileged to know right from wrong.
And that's just the curse. You know, I can never go to jail. The cops.
The dumbest shit I ever heard.
Yeah. The fact that
the non-binary robot. Stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that lawyers are using it as a defense, it's insane.
They just want the win. They just want to win. That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
Lawyers haven't changed in years.
No, the fucking things that destroyed this country.
Yeah.
How could internet suck so much dick? Paying for their top tier internet, and
because I really don't think you're paying for their top tier, or they gave you a shitty router and modem combo, or
not the new modem. The router's old as fuck. My router's from like.
Go buy a new. You can still have the same internet. Just go buy a new router.
I use my own routers and my own modems. When they offer me that, they're like, "Oh, it's only like $8 a month." Nah, I'm good.
Oh yeah,
my own stuff, but I know it's going to be reliable.
Modem, but I don't have a new router.
Yeah, that's what the problem is.
But now he's hardwired. It shouldn't be the router anymore.
Yeah, now I'm hardwired in. It shouldn't be a problem.
Are you hardwired to the modem, or are you hardwired to your router?
Hardwired to the router.
Oh, well, that might be why.
You don't know dick about shit, Andy.
Uh-huh. That's when my Xbox can run. My phone's running. Stephanie's phone's running. My mom's phone's running. And I'm still on Wi-Fi on this, and it's just fine.
Because there's 30 people in Arizona versus 800 million in California. And that's the documented fucking people here.
That suck all the water out of the Colorado River and refuse to pay for it.
You guys should just lock it up in Vegas. That's what Vegas should do. Just close the fucking dam. Close it at Lake Mead. We'll have giant fucking parties at Lake Mead, and then the water will never get to California.
The water will be full of condoms and beer bottles, just like the lakes.
Lake Havasu, dude. It's like that is the drinking water of the future. Have you not seen P. Diddy's new drink?
Yeah.
Peach flavored condom, vitamin water.
Oh man.
What's your favorite flavored condom, Ribs? Are you a watermelon guy?
I haven't had to have a condom for hell since
you're raw dogging all these dudes, huh?
Since you were born.
Reckless.
Best feeling of my life.
I don't even know what condoms are. If I started buying condoms, fucking Trojan stock would fucking jump up a point.
And that's why you're going to get that Mexican girl from Tijuana pregnant.
No, dude. I'm pretty sure it's not possible, man. I got my fingers.
Numbers don't add up. She's already had multiple kids.
The numbers don't add up, Andy, and that's what we need to talk about, okay?
Are you actually sleeping with somebody who has a lot of kids?
Yes,
Yes, of course he is. Come on now. Come on now.
30,
From Mexico.
She's 35 years old and she has 2 kids. I don't see how that's even a lot of kids.
Because she lives in Tijuana.
Yeah, that's hot. She's hot. Mexican chicks are hot.
Oh, this is what you raised, Larry.
Well, we have a family joke that Jarek will eventually be a dad, that he didn't plan on it.
No, I doubt.
It's not a family joke. That's probably already happened.
Oh.
They're chasing. They're looking for him around the country.
I hope you guys all. It's not hard to find. I stay on the West Coast. I think I'm fucking red beard. You guys are just putting bad juju out there for no reason.
On Father's Day, he's going to get that text this year.
Then that's what.
Father's Day, Jarek. What do you mean?
Swallow a bunch of pills. Fake my own death. Start dyeing my hair dark. I just go by Irish names from now on.
Okay.
You have to do something about that red beard.
Oh, did you see Solo? I'm sure you would have ran out and saw that.
Seen what?
Solo?
I didn't see it. Did Andy see it?
Solo, no.
Yeah,
Are you going to go see it?
Probably not.
I'm not seeing it. No fucking.
A lot of people said it's really good. It's just they took a lot of weird stuff, and they're trying to tie everything together. Like everyone's already saying the very end talks about Darth Maul and how crazy hot Amelia Clark was talking to him at the end, so it's trying to breach apart everything.
So she's going to be the new bad guy or something? Amelia Clark?
Well, the whole thing is he dies in that first, the one where
Amelia Clark.
Obi-Wan Kenobi chops his head off.
Well, he cut him in half.
They cut him in half. And then
they gave him special legs. Hey, Captain Dan, you got new legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Captain Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, whoever, one of those, we know who it is.
Oh,
yeah, they gave him new legs.
New legs from the space shuttle.
She's super hot.
Yeah, she gets naked in Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the dragon. She's the dragon queen.
Oh, she's banging. She's ugly as a blonde. She's way better as a brunette.
Well, yeah, because, it's old people times.
Old people times.
But at the very end is like a hologram of Darth Maul, and they're trying to... So all the cartoons and comics, now that Disney owns it, they're trying to bind everything together. So, like, there's going to be a Boba Fett movie. There's going to be another Solo movie. They want to do a Droids movie. They're just going to beat this until it's dead. So all these guys that are super nerds for Star Wars are just angry.
Of course, because they know that Star Wars is now going to be so washed out that eventually...
But Disney's doing it right. They want to bring all the canon together from the cartoons across. Like they just announced there is one old guy in Return of the Jedi that was on Endor, and he has like this big bushy beard. He's just completely out of the blue random old dude. And they say it's Captain Rex from the Clone Wars, which was the main commander for the clones. And now they added it to the canon, so it actually adds up.
Huh.
They're tying off. They're actually writing it correctly because they want to make money off of it. They want to make money off these Pixar movies and the Star Wars movies.
$1 billion for Star Wars. So hell yeah, they want to make money. I think
they're gonna make their money.
They've already made it, but they're gonna make as much as they can. They're gonna milk that shit dry. They got like a decade out of it, I bet.
And Marvel's gonna reset the whole universe here soon. The next movie, I bet, Tony Stark dies or Captain America dies, and then they reset the whole clock with them, make like the Young Avengers and start fresh. And it'll work. They'll make it work. They've been doing it for this long.
Man, yeah, you're probably. I feel like another decade. What else are people going to go watch? That's all the money the studios. Like they didn't just build amusement parks and fucking have all these rides and Universal Studios made and at Disneyland made to end it in 3 years.
Well, they just shut down a third of each park so they could put a Star Wars land in and a Pixar land. And the next thing they're going to do is Marvel Land, because they took the Tower of Terror down and put up the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Are you fucking serious, huh?
Yeah, that's real.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror was the best ride. I wonder what Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be.
It's Escape from the prison they were in.
Huh.
Morgan Freeman says he doesn't assault women. There's a good one.
What are you doing? Looking at your phone for news articles?
I didn't get a chance to prepare because I thought I was working today and they canceled.
Yeah, thanks for giving the plug to Stranger Things to our one viewer, you fucking...
This was from Christmas. We had to wear Stranger Things t-shirts.
Why? That's the weirdest...
Why is it a Christmas thing?
I don't know. I just went along because my granddaughter was there.
Have you ever considered setting yourself on fire when somebody wants you to do stupid shit like that?
Often. Remember, you used to have me do stupid shit all the time as your dad.
He's gonna have to like start doing stupid shit as a father. Like his kid's gonna be like, Dad, I want to do this. And he's gonna deep down not want to do it, but
oh yeah,
go and do it.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Soon as Andy's like sitting there watching a game he really wants to watch, and his kid comes in with the DVD, he says, "Watch this,"
and then I will go to the office.
And you'll be she's going to be, watch this with me, Daddy. Mm-hmm. You are the daddy of a daughter. You are hosed.
He's going to be smart. He's going to schedule her laser hair removal around the Coyotes hockey schedule and the Rangers hockey schedule.
Well, that's what they have DVR for now, isn't it?
True. And you just have to, and it's not like hockey's like mainstream where you can, everything you turn on, that's the news, not regular season. Wait, when's the fucking Stanley Cup start?
Monday.
Ooh. Vegas, and who was the other one? Who, the Caps or Caps?
No matter who wins this, it's going to be headlines because Ovechkin beat the Penguins, and now he went to the Cup. He could win a Cup and take his entire shitty career and end it and be done. And Vegas would be the 1 or 500 to 1 odds to lose and everything. Yeah.
And now fucking winning. Good for them. Good for Vegas. It's going to be a good one to watch. Basketball's been good too. Last couple, like now it's wrapping up. They're all game 7s.
Yeah, I saw it was going to be game 7. It was the first quarter ended. A patient called me in the room. They're like, Houston's up 35-17. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they were smoking it.
And then by the half, I think it was halftime, Golden State was only down by 4. I was like, what the hell?
It's been some good. Like the first 2 games sucked. They were kind of blowouts on each side. Like it seemed like each home game was a blowout.
Because there's no defense anymore. They're playing where it's there's no big men that play that often, and these teams that win don't do it.
They were super fucking physical. The refs weren't calling shit. All defense. That's why they've been under 100 points. Or just
run and gun games, Jarek. You know it. You know they're run and gun games now.
Yeah, I mean it's different basketball for sure. Definitely different basketball. I like the past few ones have been fucking exciting. Like I've been digging it. Hockey still, but when you're talking about on pace at the same time, I can watch them both at the same time because they both move linear like that. They're both fucking shot for shot.
Can't do it.
Yes, you can, Andy. You're just a bigot.
I don't like basketball. I really don't.
Goddamn bigot. I actually just can't wait for football season.
Why? So you can see all this more crap come up in the end? You know this is going to riddle everything together.
I just think if all real fans stopped caring about any of that stuff and the players just didn't play into it and we just fucking watched football and then just turned it off right afterwards. And
it's not going to happen.
Didn't watch it. Everyone else is turning on SportsCenter. They don't like hearing that fucking stuff. So if we just watch the games, pretty soon we'll have an NFL app we'll just be able to get where we won't even have to fucking deal with cable providers anymore.
I did that already. That was terrible. DirecTV does it. It streamed right to my Xbox. It was terrible.
DirecTV, I'm talking they're going to have an independent one away from providers. Like, because
That was their independent one. DirecTV runs the site, and then the NFL gets the money. And you buy the Sunday ticket for Xbox. It was terrible.
You have to have DirecTV first.
No, you don't. I didn't have DirecTV. I have Cox.
And it just streamed right to it, and you didn't like it? Wow.
It streams right to your Xbox. It's $120 for the season.
Why the hell didn't you like it?
Because they canceled my credit card midway through. They would do shitty streaming services. A mess.
So basically, fixable issues.
Fixable issues, but DirecTV won't do it because it's DirecTV.
Is it still ongoing? So this next season?
Yeah. You just have to type in your address and check it.
I mean, I stream everything anyways, but I just feel like that would be the legal way for me to, you know, not feel like a piece of shit.
I mean, that you're always going to feel that way.
I don't.
People puke on you in the middle of the night. That happened. That's real.
No, Andy. No.
Uh-huh.
No. All right, Ribs, for ratings, throw your dog.
Woo!
Don't be Kona for ratings. How about that?
Kona's fat ass is somewhere roaming around, hunting snacks.
Or eating poop, your choice.
His choice, dealer's choice at this point.
She gave me a little growl for that.
Of course.
A little growl.
Did you guys shave her? Yeah,
she got her summer cut. She's not a lion, but we got rid of all of her hair. She panted all the time, nonstop.
She looks now. She just looks like a stupid, fucking small dog. She was badass before. We took that from her.
Well, she still got her Ewok face.
Ribs, what you got to do is you got to let it take an eye.
Oh, jeez. That's so messed up.
What Bella did to him, took an eye. It's fucked up. He came home from dinner and his eye popped out. Lay down, baby.
Does it just pop out? Oh, it sounds so terrible.
Just dangling there.
Oh, God. Oh.
Like the prolapsed colon.
Oh, God. I hate
don't ever go there. Oh.
All I ever get is fucking prolapsed anus photos every goddamn time I open up my phone. It's dangerous. Even posted on my Facebook post.
Yeah, I did. It's great.
God, being a nurse is disgusting. I hope your hell is being stuck on the inside of cheesy foreskin. Fully sent
your brother. That should be your brother's hell.
Yeah, that should be.
That's terrible.
That is Zach's hell.
And then as soon as he posts a thing on Instagram talking about he's the king of Hummers, I was like, phrasing a little bit of phrasing there.
King of Hummers.
Yeah, he put it on Instagram. He's like, I think I put that on wrong. When he had his picture of him on the or the patio.
Yeah.
The king of Hummers.
That's funny. The king of hummingbirds, huh? But the Hummers. That's funny. Yeah, he hasn't even been working up there. He's just been fucking chilling. He's just now getting started.
Yeah. He said that originally to you.
Mom said he just pretty much knows everybody in town now.
Well, yeah, because that's how he's not going to become a killer.
Is there even a town?
Yeah, like I think it's like 20 miles away or something like that. It's like tiny. It's like a little fucking.
It's where he goes and gets his beer and his barbecue.
Yeah, they got like a few restaurants. Some are seasonal.
Did he drive up there, or does he have a little car?
He's using the Jeep.
Okay.
Chuck's Jeep.
Okay. So I think we might go up to Laramie on the 4th of July and see him and Susie because
nice.
They're gonna come up to Laramie. It's only an hour away.
Why don't you go see Chancey, Kaika, and all them? They're at Laramie. Moving.
Yeah, we're gonna go see all of them. Is what we'll do.
Yeah, they're already moving in.
Yeah.
We're doing all summer long.
Yeah, that's the idea is to go to Laramie and hang out.
Nice.
So it's about a 4-hour drive from here.
That's
not too bad.
No,
it's all freeway. It's all freeway the whole way. So, like, literally from the only road I'll be on is from here to the freeway, which is 3 miles, and then I'm on the freeway. So, nothing else is really bothering me. I had a great day at Lagoon the other day. got burned, walked 7 miles.
You said
And there it goes again.
There it goes.
It's great.
It is. Yeah.
Just turn your camera off. Let's see if you can just talk without it fucking freezing.
Well, then how you got pants?
Because you don't wear pants, and we already know that.
But you would have made the camera off, and you're just gonna have to guess.
God, how old is Rudy
You should-
Giuliani now?
I think he's like 70 something. They're all baby boomers.
Crypt keeper.
Yeah.
Who's it?
Now we don't even have your voice.
Pound Me Too movement. I hate Cox internet.
Yeah. Cox has always sucked.
I have had zero problems, not once.
You have Cox in Arizona?
Yeah. DirecTV was terrible. Century
I might be filming at Comic-Con, filming some shit.
Hey, yeah, what the hell's going on at your Comic-Con there in Phoenix?
You mean where they pulled the fire alarm?
Is that what it was?
So I watched the thing this morning. So they said that somebody either messed with the alarm or it malfunctioned, but no one's actually coming out definitely and saying what happened. I know the fire department knows what happened. A lot of people are thinking there's a bunch of rumors going around that they had a bomb threat. They have had nothing but problems with the media for the past, God, I think it's like 4 years now. The company that runs it is this guy, Matt Solberg, wanted people last year to pay this fee to become volunteers, and everyone got in an uproar.
Pay to be a volunteer?
Yeah, because you got free tickets to go, but you would volunteer your time. And my friend Daryl, not Mills, another Daryl, used to do IT for them. And he would, for payment, he would get tickets to go, and he could do whatever he wanted. He just made sure the IT worked. It was free. So he volunteered his time. The next year they told him, we need you to sign up for the Blue Ribbon Army, and you'll pay to volunteer. He said, fuck you, and then walked out. So that was the uproar from last year. Then the kid brought in the gun. They needed metal detectors. The lines were super congested. It was like 107,000 degrees outside. So then this year they tried to up the ante. They put the patios up, and they have the metal detectors, and it's still not going well. Then this happens. So they think there's a rumor that it was a bomb threat, and they're trying to work their way around it. Because the 7 a.m. presser they had today was late, and the lady wasn't even focusing on that. She was focusing on the good stuff for next year. Like she's trying to cover it up.
Huh.
Because I got an email. It was like 5 o'clock this morning when I got up, and they called me out of work. And they said that, hey, we're going to have a press conference at 7 a.m. where they didn't tell us what news outlets or anything. Because the news had it on for 5 minutes, and then she started opening her mouth, and then they turned her off. So I had to watch it online. But they think, because once that kid got in with guns last year and no one caught him, I think it opened up people's eyes, because you don't see that in San Diego. And San Diego's wide open. It's the entire gas lamp district. The security at the door like lets in hundreds of thousands of people at a time. There's none of that.
What are you doing home? I thought you'd be at the Comic-Con.
I told them last year after that I'm not going to ours anymore. The people need the money, but it's not worth my time. It's not worth trying to get anything from it. Like last year, they kicked this lightsaber company off the floor because they refused to bag their lightsabers. That was part of the deal they said after the weapons got in. You can't sell weapons on the floor unless they're bagged in black garbage bags. And the owner said, I'm not covering my product that these people bought in black garbage bags. Why can't you tell this is a lightsaber? It's not real. You can't actually make this happen. But it's just been struggle upon struggle. And our CPA actually sells stuff there. I haven't heard anything from him yet. But they're losing people like crazy. I think the 2 years ago when we had Scott's truck in the car show, it was like 120,000 people went. Last year, it dropped 40,000 people into 80, and this year they're expecting it to be less than that. I think sooner or later it's going to end up being back at a hotel.
Huh.
It's just not the same experience as it was, and that's why it got shitty. Like the zombie walk has more people than Comic-Con does, and there's a problem.
Damn.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird because the Salt Lake one kicks ass.
San Diego, though. If you're in Phoenix, why the hell would you do that when you just go to San Diego one a month later?
Because it's not the same. San Diego is just a shit show. They don't sell, like, they'll sell collectibles, but these guys are like smaller companies. This guy from here makes Captain America shields, all out of stainless leather straps.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
There's just some stuff you want to see. And like when I got my vinyl Papa Stan Lee sign and got my picture, I can't get that in San Diego. In San Diego, you don't get to see the people. You give the person the item, they have it signed for you, and you come back. You don't get pictures with them and everything else. So like the smaller Comic-Cons are great. But the bigger issue with that is like, was Salt Lake, I think. Salt Lake's in a litigation with San Diego because San Diego trademarked the word Comic-Con. And we're like, wait a second, huh? What? And that's why it's like Phoenix Fan Fest. And next year it's Phoenix Fan Fusion or something horrible.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I'm waiting for. New York. I know Emerald City is Seattle's, and they stayed with Comic-Con, but a lot of these places are afraid of litigation because San Diego's become too big.
Shit. I don't think you would even mess with San Diego. Maybe it would, I guess, huh? Because people wouldn't.
Comic-Con takes up all that business. You can't buy hotel rooms from the Bay out.
No, that's what I meant. Like, I wonder if it would, I don't really think it would mess with their business if they just labeled these other ones in Phoenix Comic-Con.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't understand. It's so hard to get tickets that why would it be an issue?
Huh. It doesn't make sense.
But now, Scott's gone in 3 years in a row. He is now a professional. We'll get tickets forever.
Why is it so? Why you become a professional? Because you're.
You remember Christopher Thrasher?
Not really. I kind of know him. Yeah, the kid that did the backpack.
Yeah, his stuff. Okay. So he told us last year, because he goes every year, he has this whole complex thing he does, that if you're a professional artist or anything else, a cosplayer, if you get selected 3 years in a row, you can fill out paperwork to become a professional. As long as you can prove you're a professional, they will give you a whole ticket for 4 people up until you want to pay for them until the show starts.
Damn.
You get labeled as a professional. So I've been trying to get Scott to do that so we don't have to do the lottery anymore. Because this will be my 4th year going.
And not because of the lottery, but because of Scott's fucking...
Well, my 4th year going because of the lottery. We got 4 in a row with the lottery.
How do you get just lucky, or does it normally happen?
If you get enough people to do it, you can do 3 people at a time. So my ex got it the 1st year. I got it the 2nd year. Scott got it the 3rd year, and I got it the 4th year. And you all go into a lobby. You wait for an hour, and then they tell you if you get selected. You buy your ticket to go.
Shit, all online, huh?
And it's such a big moneymaker. And they were talking about moving it. They don't want it at the convention center. I'm like, San Diego will crumble.
Where would you move it to?
They want to move it to like L.A. or Anaheim.
That's so fucking stupid. Why would they do it? San Diego's the prettiest aspect to do it anyways.
Because the convention center is not that big. This is like wall to wall.
So they need more space.
It goes like the Children's Museum. It went outside past the trains, into the Hilton, into the Marriott. It's all over. Even Seaport Village has stuff going on for it.
Shit.
It runs the outside of the marina. Oh, God, how far up did it go? It went from... So J Street is where I think the Padres thing is, right?
Probably.
It goes up a few more streets from there into Gaslamp, all the way over to whatever boat is over there, the cruiser.
Oh, the destroyers right there?
Yeah.
The Midway and shit like that?
Yeah, it takes up everything.
Yeah. Do you think they'd really move it to LA, though?
Yeah, probably. If they gave them enough money, in a heartbeat.
That sucks for San Diego. It's a lot of money.
They'll still have people go.
Huh?
They'll still have people there.
What do you mean? You think they'd still do a Comic-Con down here?
No, I think they would still have vacation revenue. It's in the summer. It's hard to get spots there.
Vacation revenue, absolutely. It would just now people would actually be able to go out. But obviously, I bet you it's a big fucking spike, though.
Yeah, probably. Because the hotels are much cheaper. We used to think the Hilton was like $900 for 4 days, so that's not horrible. But you have to pay for parking. You got to pay for food. All these restaurants do other stuff. I went to that Rick and Morty thing that one night. The Practical Jokers did stuff in the Padres Stadium.
So who's all? Is it just you and Scott, or who else are you going with? Obviously,
Stephanie was supposed to go, but the OB said no.
So she can't go.
No, yeah. So if you want to put a wig on,
put that wig on, baby. I will. I'll put a wig on.
It'll be like 3 days. We have extra tickets. But then you got to get along with Scott, and we all know he's your best friend.
I don't understand, man. I get us friendship bracelets. We'll all get 3 pieces of the pizza, and there'll be a 4th.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna watch the last bit of this fucking UFC fight before I head out.
Terrible.
What do you got going on today? Jarek, what do you got going on today?
Flipping you off.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere.
No, I was gonna watch this fight. Got to write up a fucking invoice for yesterday's gig. Send it to her.
Nah.
Inside your buddy Julian.
Inside him, he was a good filming. He was filming inside of him. He was very tight.
All right.
Did you get that serving job?
No.
They just looked at you and said no? They're like, he looks horrible.
I actually don't know. Like, I have no idea. I went into the interview, so I don't even know. Probably, maybe. I don't really know. It was seasonal. They're like, why do you want a seasonal job? I was like, because I don't really like to work that much.
Is that what you said?
No. I said, I was like, honestly.
Every job on Pacific Beach should be seasonal because no one's here in the wintertime?
It was right on the water in La Jolla. So obviously I knew it was seasonal. I was like, I don't care. I was like, I already make money on my own anyways. I was like, this is just, I want more money. I want more money.
Yeah. Especially why cryptos are down.
Yeah, exactly. And
money in.
Never pull out. And so I just want to be putting more in.
Yeah. When they do these little dip downs.
You never pull out of cryptos, and you can guess the other.
All right.
Good
afternoon. Enjoy your Memorial weekend.
You too. I'll be at the hospital.
I won't.
Yeah, I won't.
Later, dogs.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.